Hello, my client. Here are the recommendations for the redesign of the communitykitchencolumbus.org website. The number 3 things that I found in my testing was that we had rather low quality photography. We had unclear visual hierarchy and unclear labeling of what exactly goes where. And the color scheme seemed a little bit bland and non-unique. We can see the kind of low quality photography in this image here. It's clearly not staged very well, and the camera itself seems to be a rather low quality. It also doesn't have a slideshow. This is the only image on the home page, and I feel like if it had a sort of button or would just periodically switch through different images, that could help with the visual uniqueness of the site and help make it a little bit more various. It does have very high functionality in the labeling of the nav bar here. You can easily find any of the information that you come here for the website, and that part I feel is very well done. But it is mostly white. I believe it could use a little bit more colors to help make it seem a little bit more inviting towards potential volunteers. Here is where I was talking about the hierarchy. I feel like this blue up here could very much say management locations and shifts, because this doesn't exactly this does not exactly show what we're looking for here. It doesn't give us any hints as to what the information around here is, and I feel this part all here is very easy to glance through, and some of the testing did reveal that people would glance through it a little bit. The phone part of it did work pretty well though. It all displayed rather well, besides of course the image, but the hamburger menu did help to label where the things are. It was rather easy to use, really no big complaints there. During the testing, subjects were instructed to find the hours, their locations, and the sign-up links without really any previous exposure to the site, and the results did indicate a bit of criticism towards the aesthetics, which is where I got my earlier criticisms from. For the redesign strategy, I would say that we could use higher quality photography, maybe buy some better cameras, or maybe like stage the shots a little bit better. You could even just ask people to just look as though they're working, maybe have more shots from different angles of the room, definitely more shots overall. The color scheme I definitely feel could use a little bit more yellow, green, and reds, because it kind of shows comfort. It makes it more approachable, and I feel like it's rather unapproachable because it looks a little bit maybe too cold. And the site doesn't have a favicon, and it very much could use a favicon to help it look a little bit more professional and of course visually various. This is the resource for the color. It's where I got the little criticism about how it could use more color, because color psychology is important when it comes to finding volunteers, and here is the website itself. Okay, thank you very much. I hope you will take my criticisms to heart.